everybody. Here it's Teresa Sanderson. Oh my gosh, as always, I am excited to connect with all of you for another episode of the Dare to Do Nursing Differently podcast. And today we have a special guest. We have Yasmin Sharifi, who is a nurse. Oh my gosh, and just working in the perioperative space. And the big thing that I'm really excited about is Yasmin is one of our Nurses Feed Their Young experts serving in our online peer support community for the next year. So Yasmin, welcome.
Thank you. So excited to be here. Thank you, Teresa.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, yes. So excited to connect with you. And I know that many people in our audience may not know you yet. So I want to give you an opportunity just to, share with our audience a little bit about, how'd you get started in nursing? What kind of work have you done? And those kinds of things.
Well, oh gosh, let me go back to 37 years ago when I decided that I wanted to help people. I wanted to be in the medical arena, the medical profession. And I wanted to be, it's funny because I wanted to be a doctor. And you have these dreams, but life takes you down a different path. Um, I went to nursing school. I was going to school with my girlfriend who decided she wanted to be a nurse. And I thought, oh, nursing, that sounds so exciting. And so we entered nursing school. And, the rest is history. I started as an associate degree nurse. Soon after I graduated, did my med surg rotation for 2 years and then found the OR. And
Wow.
spent 35 years in the OR and never looked back.
Wow.
It was amazing. The first time I stepped in the OR, it was like, this is my place. I just knew it. It was that feeling of, I just found where I belong. And, I just made it my home and I've loved it ever since. And I am so passionate about it. It is the best job ever.
Wow.
And I love it. Went back
I
to
love
school,
hearing that.
yeah, I talk to people, I tell people nursing has been just amazing to me. And it's even more amazing when you find a specialty you love so much. So, yeah.
Wow. Incredible. Incredible. I love hearing that. And I think, for me too, I mention a lot to people that nursing has been an excellent career for me.
Mhm.
I'm at it, 33 years, I'm a little behind you, but it's been an excellent career, not without its share of challenges.
Yeah.
But when I was a single mom, I had a job that earned a wonderful income
Yes.
so that I could
Yes.
take care of my children.
Yeah.
Just through every twist and turn of life,
Yeah.
nursing has been there, and it's always been something that I could count on, right? And
Yes.
that's one of the things I think that's really wonderful about it. But I love that you found this place. You walked into the OR, it felt like home,
Yeah.
and there's probably a lot of nurses who would say, "Oh my gosh, you fell in love with the OR, right?" Tell us a little bit. I'm going to go a little off script here, but what are some of the things that you enjoy about working in the OR space?
And it's interesting you ask that because I think about that quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things I find it very intriguing.
Mhm.
It's this little best kept secret. Not a lot of people know what goes on behind that red line. And so
True.
it's sort of that mysterious type of OR, that mysterious type of nursing that not a lot of people know about. And that intrigue is what is exciting. But I love it's constant teamwork. You have to be able to work with other people. And unlike med surg or telemetry or even ICU, when you're one-to-one, physicians come and go, but it's just you. In the OR, it's not that. You have to work with another nurse, a surgeon, an assistant surgeon, anesthesiologist, surgical tech. You're definitely
Yeah.
working in a team environment, but yet you have such autonomy. And that's what I love about it. And the technology and just, I really feel like we're saving lives I get so excited. I really feel like we're saving lives when we do surgery because I don't know, for me, it just seems like that's really where we're getting at the core of saving someone. or making them healthy again or whole. So
Wow.
I know that's a lot to take in, but it's just all of that just makes it just an amazing specialty to be in. So,
I love that. And I hope that in our audience today, we have a lot of new nurses and
mhm.
maybe nursing students who are tuning in and thinking about what specialty they might want to go into because I think, yeah, I feel exactly the same way. You said it's kind of like mysterious what goes on
Mhm.
behind that line. And I think for
Right.
nurses in general, it is that way.
Yeah.
So I love that you gave them a sneak peek. So, you and I connected within the last year
Mhm.
because you're now looking at going in a slightly different direction and doing something in addition to your work in the OR. Tell us a
Yes.
little bit about that.
Well, after 35 years, I feel like it's time for me to give back. I
Mm,
absolutely love my new nurses in the OR because they're just so eager to learn.
mhm,
And I love to teach. I love sharing what I know. Everything is up here and I need to put it out there. I feel like I need to give all of that, all those years of work, and learning, um, failings, getting back up again, doing all of that. Let me share that with you. Let me help you through this process. Um, and I just feel like it's a calling now to say, here, let me take what I've learned and give it back to you. And to me,
mhm.
that's it's joy. And we've kind of talked about that, Teresa,
Yeah.
when we first met. Take it just gives me a lot of joy to give back that information and share that valuable stuff that you may not get in a textbook or in your Peri-Op 101 or anything like that. And so to
Mhm.
me, that's exciting. That's fun. I love that. And
Yeah, absolutely. And so how are you going to go about sharing all of that information, all those best practices that you've accumulated and all those wonderful things?
Well, besides on sharing it in this community,
Yeah.
doing some webinars, which I'm excited to do. We also have ORR and Mentor, where we have educational resources and offer CEs for those educational resources, but people can get it either here or over at ORR and Mentor. Either way, it's geared to OR nurses, and I think that's really exciting, very exciting.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think, it's so interesting. And you and I have been around a long time, both of us.
Yeah.
And, from the time I was a nursing student and new grad nurse, we were talking nursing shortage. We were talking about, staffing issues already incentivized with double time pay, to be working extra shifts and those kind of things. So none of that is new. But the problem, it seems, has gotten worse,
Yeah.
probably. Now we have the problem with our new graduate nurses leaving the profession within their first 2 years,
Yeah.
33% anyway. And we have seasoned nurses who are, of course, tired and probably maybe some people are retiring. But
They are.
but I think I believe that continuing education is something that we have poorly utilized
Hmm.
for the last few decades,
Yeah.
and that can be the way for seasoned nurses like you, me, and others to hand down
Hmm.
what, as you say, what we've learned and through personal experience.
Right.
It's like any kind of mentorship, having that kind of valuable, meaningful nursing continuing education can shave years off of somebody's personal learning curve,
Right.
of hunting down tools and protocols and best practices on their own.
Hmm.
So I love that you're stepping up and doing that.
Thank you. Yes. And just having that resource, having someone to turn to, I think that's what's also great about this community is coming to us and saying, here's what I'm dealing with. What do I need to do? Right. We had to sort of figure that out for ourselves. And
Mhm.
it was tough.
Yeah.
I think nowadays we need to understand that about our new nurses and help them through this transition. And get them to where they would feel the same way we do about the profession. So, and I'm
Mm.
happy to do that. I don't want them leaving the bedside. I don't want them leaving at all. I want them to stay because we need them so much.
Exactly. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I just love that. And so, for those of you who haven't checked out our Nurses Feed Their Young online peer support community, want to invite you to do that. And, check us out. Everybody gets a 30-day free trial. And because nurses have been told a lot of things in years past, and we would rather have nurses come into this community that's created for nurses by nurses
Mhm.
and just get to know us a little bit in there. But yes, our nifty experts, just so that everybody knows, people just like Yasmin, who are experts in their field, are going to be providing ongoing continuing education in there, support through our everyday chat rooms, just a wealth of resources to support nurses no matter where you are in the continuum. And one of the unique things about us is, that we even embrace the CNAs and home health aides who may
Mhm.
aspire to step up as nurses, come and be a part of this space, and our nursing students, all levels of professional nurses, and even entrepreneurs under one umbrella. So it's I think when we have all of the key players available, right, then we can start to make some sense of this thing and
Yes,
uh, create that better future.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
It is up to us.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing I love about this community too, is that as nurses, we're not going to wait anymore for administration or any kind of leadership to step up and do it for us.
Right.
We're going to say, we have it within ourselves to create a better future for our profession. And
Absolutely.
so, Yasmin, I'm just so excited, to have you
Thank you.
available as one of our nifty experts. That is just awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate you, and I'm excited to be here and looking forward to talking more with other nurses and being a part of this community.
I love that. I love that. Now, before we leave,
Mhm.
I want to go ahead and give you an opportunity to share with our audience how can they connect with you? Because I know you're out there. I've seen you on social media. And how can they find you? How can they connect with you outside of the community?
Well, they can find me on Instagram at ORRN Mentor. And that is where most of my posts are. You can DM me. I'm also at orrnmentor.com. And my programs are there if you want to take a look at what's there. More to come in 2025 as we start to add more courses. But yeah, that's where I'll be.
Fantastic. Well, thank you again, Yasmin, for joining me today for this interview. I'm honored to introduce you as one of our nifty experts, and just thank you for being here and sharing your time.
Thank you. Appreciate
All
you.
right. You're welcome. And all of our viewers out there, this concludes our episode today of Dare to Do Nursing Differently, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.